Hi guys! Okay, so I know I haven't done a vlog in a while, but I met some nice people at Walmart, and I thought, why not show them a way to save money and keep the school satisfied. Because their school had specified that she had to have a strap binder. But the thing about binders, which is why I haven't had one in 2 years, is that something always happens with the rings. Either they get out of shape or they start to tear. And if you have one of those binders with the organizers inside of them, they start to tear the bottom. Something always happens. So, 2 years ago, I started getting an organizer at Target. What happened was I was waiting for the Scholars Bowl match, and I just happened to be near Target, and I just started browsing their office supplies section because that's when I was younger. That's literally all I spent my money on, besides like fake lip gloss cell phones. So I still like to browse the office supplies aisles. My mom thinks I have too much of the stuff, but if you're a legit crafter and writer, you understand that there is never enough of that. So I still browse the aisles. So what I did was I used a parachute cord because it's a pretty sturdy kind of rope, like material, and very hard to cut through with a knife, so I do not recommend that. I had a knife I'll tell you about that later. And then I decided to experiment a little, and I tried beads. The ones that you get for like $1, but you can actually get a deal at Walmart. You can get these for $2, and they have 8 30-inch beads. And you're going to need 2 of them. And what I did was, I'm going to show you. I took a knife, because I'm not strong in any way possible. So I cut it. Parental guidance needed for the younger kids. And I cut another one. So if a strap breaks and you get the 8-pack, you still have like 6 more that you can use. And I just tied the first 2 ends together like that. Oops, wrong way. And oops. Man, it worked before. Okay, so here's the other necklace. Okay. And then I punched 2 holes. I already completed this one. I punched 2 holes in on one side, and for the beads you're gonna have to do a sort of crescent after the circle, if you know what I mean. Do a semicircle, I guess, how you say that, right next to the original circle, and put the beads through. And what I did, instead of cutting the beads so I could customize it and adjust it to my needs, was I started twisting at every other bead, and it kind of makes this really cool design, though there's still one little excess that oops, sorry. And you can adjust this to anything and for anyone. If you're taller, maybe, just, man, this is not safe. There it goes. Just add more beads and that'll be fine. And then I went over to the other side and did the exact same thing, although it turned out different because I accidentally started doing every 3 beads instead of every 2. So I may have accidentally messed that up, but it's okay. I'm not gonna work, I'm just gonna be happy. Sorry, I have to fix that. Sorry. Man, I'm just being so unprofessional today. Okay. There it goes. Sort of. Okay. So, I found the beads before I found the rope, and that's what sort of made me want to experiment with them, because I was like, wait a minute, people wear these all the time for special events. And I am all for repurposing things. So, sorry for my stomach there. And you can make any design with them. You can add more beads. You can actually add more beads of different color. I just got blue ones because I knew I was going to feel the wrath of my mole anyways. So I just got blue. But you can intertwine other colors within the strap. And it holds up. This actually has in its pencil case, because it has a pencil case with it, a mechanical pencil, an eraser, and several colored pencils, and a notebook, one subject, and it had 70 sheets, and a bunch of old assignments. Oh, I have all this paper. Guess what I'm going to be saving on this coming school year. But, yeah, it still holds. So, as you can see, I kind of decorated mine. It's even on the back. I have a tradition of getting 2 different colored Sharpies each year. And, so I always seem to have a Sharpie with me, and I would get really bored, and I would just start either writing my name in different ways, or drawing some sort of picture, or some abstract shape. My other one is exactly like it. And with the rope, I just ended up using scissors, even though I kinda used a knife on this one and it got frayed. That's why, I think, but I actually don't think. But this holds pretty well too, and as you can see, this one is also decorated with stickers because it was too dark for me to color on it. And I kind of drew on it on the clear part, but for the most part it has stickers. But all I did was the same thing that I did to the other organizer. Cut 2 holes just a little space apart, and on each side of this in the middle with a hole puncher. I decided to actually go with a 1-hole punch instead of a 3-hole punch, as usual if you're a crafter and you use a 3-hole punch. Yeah. And I got the parachute cord. I got 18 feet of it, and I just cut it as much as I would need it, and I cut this a little lower since it is a bit heavier, and I tend to have too much pressure on this area when it's heavy and too close to me, so I cut it longer. That one's a thin one, But this one has pencil cases in it on each side, and it's still actually pretty durable. The only thing is that I kind of broke one of the clips for the pencil case, so and this part is coming out. But I may have mistreated it after, school ended, because I always get a new one. But I get mine at Target, and they're about $7 or $8. And the beads are $2, and I think that's also around the price of the rope cord, and you still have a lot of excess. So, this is how much parachute cord I have left, and that's really a lot. And I have so many beads left. These two that I connected, and then these two, and I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on one of them. Cut the cord with scissors, but you can cut the beads, or you can just pull them apart. If you're stronger than me, which I'm pretty sure most of you are. But yeah, I'm sorry this video was so long, but taking the time to explain things kind of adds on the minutes. But I hope this was helpful to you. And oh yeah, with the rope, make sure that you sort of get it onto your shirt so there's less of a chance of chafing. Unless, of course, what I'm thinking of is actually a really funny idea. But taking pencil grips and lining it all across this so that it's comfortable. I mean, if you don't want to do that, that's okay. But that's just one of my theories that I could actually try out, because I'm going to get wooden pencils, and to prevent blisters, I'm going to be getting pencil grips. So that's actually something I could try out. And I'll let you know if it works in a few weeks. So, yeah. But, again, I hope this was helpful to you, and they're really durable. They last all year, and there is multiple pockets for multiple things, so you'll never be disorganized. You don't even need to have subject dividers. You don't need to have really anything, because normally they come with like a pencil case, unless you get the smaller ones or the gigantic ones. But they're really, I'm serious, they're really durable, and you can customize it by adding stickers or drawing on it or painting on it. But you have to use a specific paint because this is plastic. But Sharpie works real well, and you can pick the color you want. And they're pretty cheap for something that I replaced for a binder. Like, I replaced as a binder. I'd say they're really good. I've been using them for 2 years, and I am not going to stop after finding this out. And, yeah. And you can add your own strap and customize that as well. And you can also adjust the strap more easily. So, yeah. And it costs half as much as a binder with a strap. So, and it's also a really fun and creative way to do something, and it also could make you stand out. So, this is just a suggestion. Okay. But yeah, again, I hope this was really helpful to anyone watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.